Whenever I'm asked to make a tier list in Deadlock, it's always kind of awkward because I don't think any of these characters are inherently horrible or like really bad or like Z tier, right? I think, however, there is one character in this game that kind of stands above the rest and just does way more than any other character, and I think that's McGinnis. And in today's video, I'm going to explain why I think McGinnis is extremely strong, all the different kind of things you can do with her, etc, etc. The first place we need to start is figuring out what in the world McGinnis is supposed to be. Is she supposed to be a DPS? Is she supposed to be a tank? Is she supposed to be a controller? What is she? So she starts off with 2 stamina, and she starts off with 15% bullet resist. She has turrets she can place down that take objectives, hold objectives, deny enemies. It just shoots things, okay? The heal, you can place that down. It can be used supportive. It can be used offensively. It gives you fire rate at level 1. The wall can block off enemies, deny space for enemies, control space, give space to your allies, and your ult is just an insane, like it's a barrage of rockets that come from you and do a bunch of damage, right? This can be used in many different ways. So I would say from a philosophy, design standpoint, whatever you want to call it, McGinnis is supposed to be like a controller kind of character. She's good at controlling space. She's really good at taking objectives. She's really good at gaining space. Her whole idea is controlling and taking and gaining space, and I think McGinnis excels at that. To get a little bit more technical as well, McGinnis does have one of the highest DPSs in all of Deadlock. There is no other character that comes close to her DPS other than, probably these unreleased characters. And let's see, Kelvin I think has the second highest DPS in Deadlock. So McGinnis has one of the highest DPSs in the game. This is very important also in our video to consider. So now that we've looked at all of McGinnis's abilities, why do I think she's so strong? The first place I want to start is with her gun. McGinnis's gun, as we saw, has one of the highest DPSs in the game, which kind of means that she has some of the highest wave clear in the game because her gun does the most damage. She's gonna be able to push the minions the fastest with her gun exclusively, right? And that's not to mention McGinnis's wall. You can block off the enemy from the wave and shove the wave in before the enemy can. You can put down the turrets, which would help you shove the wave and deny the enemy from getting your wave. You have the heal specter, which would give you fire rate when you're standing in it to shove the wave quicker. You have your ult if you really want to go far to shove the wave in even more, right? McGinnis's wave push is uncontested. Nothing comes close to in Deadlock. Nothing beats it in Deadlock. She is the #1 wave pusher in Deadlock, and I think we can all agree on that, right? There are some characters that come close, but I do think McGinnis is #1, okay? And why is wave push so important? What can you even do with wave push? Okay, McGinnis has the best wave push in the game. What does that mean? What that means is with wave shove, you can do many different things. You shove wave, get boxes. This is common. We know that this is how you play. You shove wave, get boxes. Shove wave, get jungle. Shove wave, roam. Shove wave, harass enemy under tower. Shove wave, maybe say guardian and harass enemy under tower, right? There's a lot of different things you can do in Deadlock with wave shove, and wave shove essentially is why early game is so important in Deadlock, because with wave shove, there's so much to do. Boxes, jungle, take guardian, roam to other lanes, etc, etc. What you mainly see me do as McGinnis is I like to roam to other lanes. I like to get wave shove and gank lanes with my wall, and this is something I'm going to talk about in a bit here. So first reason as to why I think McGinnis is so strong is because her wave push is unmatched, uncontested, #1. Obviously, this is my personal opinion, but the second reason why I think the McGinnis is so strong is because her wall. I think her wall is probably like one of the best abilities in this game. Hands down. Like, I'm not even trolling when I said that. I'm not even capping. Like, this ability should be an ultimate. It's crazy that's not an ultimate. Tied in with your extreme wave clear, which I discussed in my first point, your wall provides you crazy ganking potential. There is no better ability in this game to gank a lane with that is not an ultimate other than your wall. Like, that is truth. That is fact. It is what it is. The wall is literally the best ganking tool. You can deny the whole entire lane and your enemy from escaping with your wall. Like, this ability is just overloaded, and the fact that it amplifies your damage on level 1 by 15% and removes stamina from the enemy if you hit the enemy with the wall, is just more bread, like more butter on the bread. Wait, why did I say bread? More butter on the bread. Fucking, it's just a cherry on the top, bro. Like, it's just broken. It's OP. And obviously you have your heavy barrage wall combo, which is immensely strong. Makes your ganking power even better. Like, let's say you roam to a lane, a wall, the lane just ults. Like, I really don't, like, it's very hard for me to, like, think of any other character that has such strong ganking power than McGinnis. Maybe Ivy with her ult and airdrop and stone form, that's pretty good, but it's not even. I would much rather have a McGinnis gank my lane than an Ivy with airdrop kudzu stone form. I think the wall is way better. So my second reason is, in tandem with her wave shove, McGinnis has one of the best ganking kits in the game. That being her wall and her heavy barrage, and even her turrets if you want to throw on top of it, you know. The third reason as to why I think McGinnis is so strong is she, as we discussed in the, you know, first point, she has one of the highest DPSs. She has her turrets, which allow her to take objectives so extremely quick. You'll probably see in a little bit here, I kill someone in solo lane at level like 1 or 2 or whatever, and I'm able to take their turret like before they can get back. There is no other character in this game that can do that than McGinnis. She is like the star for doing that. I don't know like how she can do this, or like what like even with like the buffs to the turrets. The ability and fact that she can take these turrets so early on into the game is insane, right? It's absolutely crazy. And, you know, she's a split pushing demon. If there's a McGinnis on the enemy team, it's always a scare, you know, for you guys or whatever side you're on, because you know that she's going to go push the side lane and take like 6 objectives while you guys are team fighting on the left side, and probably even 1v1 your side laner. So third reason is McGinnis's objective taking is uncontested. It's the best in the game. There is no other character that can take objectives better than McGinnis. Wraith is pretty close, but if you slop down 2 turrets, you have your heal, you have some damage, and you're shooting your gun as well while you're taking the objective, it's better than Wraith. 100%. Any single day. Another reason why I think McGinnis is so strong is kind of 2 things. I'll tie them in one. Her 2 allows her to play very supportively. It is insane at max level. I think her 2 is probably like one of the best heals in the game, hands down, at max level. Better than Ivy, better than Kelvin, better than Viscous, better than anyone. 5% max health regen per second is just absurd. It's insane. And obviously, if you get healing booster, this turns into 6%. Absolutely absurd. Allows your turrets to have crazy survivability too. But that's kind of besides the point. The fourth reason why is because she can be built in so many different ways. She can be built as a support, she can be built as a tank, she can be built as a damage dealer, she can be built as a turret, placer, she can be built as spirit, alt build, wall build, heal build, tether build, rescue beam build. There's like a 6, I swear to God, McGinnis is like the only character in this game where there's like 20,000 different ways to play her. You can play McGinnis in like 6 million different ways. Like, it's like a freaking Lego, bro. You can like build a Lego set like in 10 trillion different ways. The same way you can play as McGinnis, you know, you can play McGinnis as many different ways as you want, which is why I think she's so strong. She's so flexible. You need a carry? Okay, McGinnis can do that. You need a tank? Okay, McGinnis can do that. You need someone to take objectives? McGinnis got that. Support? All right, McGinnis, it's on you. Like, it's 1,000 different ways, guys. It's absolutely insane. So, yeah, that is my 4th reason. So, one more point. I did mention that McGinnis does only have 2 stamina, so she's supposed to be this immobile character. However, there has been an item that has been getting more and more popular, I believe, throughout, you know, the days, the weeks in Deadlock, with recent buffs to it. Even in EU, you see people doing it in NA. I think extra stamina is up and coming. It's going to be the next big thing. This item is very, very good. And I like building as McGinnis, and it basically makes you like a normal character in Deadlock with more stamina recovery. It helps you be mobile. It's a very cheap option to regain your mobility. And when you think about like, okay, how much am I spending to get extra stamina? You're spending 500 souls. How much am I losing when I get extra stamina, or when I sell it? Sorry, 250 souls. 250 souls in the grand scheme of Deadlock is really nothing, especially when you get later into the game. I think that's only like a few minions, like 1 or 2, not even, maybe like 2 or 3 boxes, right? 250 souls is really not that bad of a loss to invest early game into extra stamina to help you gain this mobility. And the item's really good. You get fire rate and you get bonus health. It's nice. And it's a vitality item, so you get base health as well. So yeah, I think extra stamina is pretty good. Pretty good option to you know, help you regain your mobility as McGinnis, and then obviously if you want to invest into like sprint boots, you get enduring speed. I like building fortitude, and then you even have heroic aura usually on McGinnis, and then you're basically a speed demon, right? With these 3 items, you're like the most mobile character in the game because you have heroic aura, you got fortitude, you got enduring speed, and you have extra stamina. And if you want to get more crazier, you can throw in warp stone, right? Start dashing around like a magician, like it's crazy. You know, there's a, like I said, this kind of plays into building McGinnis in so many different ways. This is my preferred way to build McGinnis, as this move speed kind of demon, going, holding waves, taking objectives, rotating around the map, ganking. That's how I like to play her. So, and obviously, you know, I have a bunch of other reasons why I think McGinnis is so strong, but I kind of just want to make a video talking about, like, I think if you like truly, like, this is my true advice, if you want to win games in Deadlock and you want to like have high impact on your games, McGinnis is definitely the play. It's who I've been playing a lot. It's who I've been carrying with a lot. I went 7-0 in my ranked games this week on one of my accounts as McGinnis and pretty good MMR. It's just her like impact on the map is crazy, uncontested, unmatched, #1. So let me know what you guys think about McGinnis, and yeah, so much love guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.